So when we got into filmmaking 2.5, 3 years ago from our photography career, I kind of forgot about audio. I forgot about the impact. As a photographer, I was so obsessed with getting the best image that I just put all my emphasis onto getting the best image. But you know what? It's nothing without audio. Good audio makes film really immersive. The more natural and engaging you can make your films, the less you can make them seem like they've been filmed and recorded, the more engaging you're going to be with your audience. When you've got really kind of natural sounding audio, voices, ambient sounds, you're going to kind of grab the attention a lot better. If you can tell something's been recorded, there's a bit of an instant disconnect. Whereas if you feel like you're in the same room having a conversation with these people, if you're present, it makes it so much more engaging. You just get lost in the story. It's so easy to go down this rabbit hole of filmmaking equipment, thinking that you need more and more things, more and more accessories. You need better tripods, gimbals, drones, more and more cameras, GoPros, it's endless. And don't even get me started on camera bodies and lenses and batteries and SD cards and all the rest. And ND filters and every kind of accessory under the sun that YouTube says you need these to be a successful filmmaker. If you're just getting into this and you want to up your game significantly, you need an external microphone. It's kind of the first step into the audio world. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, my favourite absolutely bargain basement low-cost solutions, which are going to up the level of your recording ability and be able to kind of let you get those immersive sounds which are going to make your films really, really pop. So my first pick is the Rode Video Micro. I've only had this for a week or so. I'm just doing some initial testing with it, but so far I'm really impressed. It's the cheapest Rode microphone, and it's pretty tiny. I'll show you now. So here it is. This is with the windshield on as well. So it's very low cost. This cost me £50 this week. I mean, if you have £50 to spend on an accessory, that's cheaper than an A7 III battery. This microphone is cheaper than one battery. I find that absolutely incredible. It's got a windshield with it. It's got a suspension mount. It comes with a cable. It doesn't need anything else. You just plug it in and you're good to go. I'm just going to play you a little bit of an excerpt from a review that I did the other day, which shows the difference between the in-camera microphone and with the video micro. And it's just me talking, but it gives you an amazing idea of the quality difference that you can achieve just with this and nothing else. Embarrassingly, I lost that bit of footage. So this is it without the microphone. This is the internal microphone on the A7 only. And this is with the Rode Video Micro. I've got the windshield on it and it's on top of the camera about 3 feet away from me. So this is what it sounds like compared to the previous clip. What a difference. I mean, I have been lazy and I've been just recording audio with the internal, but compared to this, it sounds really terrible. I can't go back now. It's probably the best £50 I've spent in the past year. And rather than spending £50 upgrading a tripod to something slightly better that isn't going to make a difference one bit to me, buying something that's going to up my game with audio is so important, because this is going to allow me to be more immersive with my ambient sounds during filmmaking, and that's what I really want to kind of connect with people. Now, the second piece of equipment that I use, which is really, really low cost, is the Zoom H1, and this is it. As a dedicated standalone recorder, this is pretty kind of old school now. There are lots of kind of newer solutions. There's loads and loads of little audio recorder solutions out there, but this thing has stood the test of time like nothing else. I mean, mine's pretty battered now. The battery door is hanging off and I've got some tape holding it on. I've had to tape over some of the switches because they can get knocked quite easily, but in terms of ease of use and portability and reliability, this thing just can't be beaten. The battery life is incredible. The microphone capsules are pretty decent. The preamps in it are surprisingly good. It will take an external lavalier microphone as well if you want to kind of lav people up for interviews. It's got a tripod socket on the bottom, so you can mount it on a tripod, a clamp, anywhere you want, or you can just gaffer tape it to something. Like, it is a remarkable bit of kit. It runs off one AA battery and it records onto micro SD media. So no proprietary cables, you just pop a card out and you're kind of downloading in your normal workflow. I love this thing. I have the bigger H6, but I find myself bringing this because it's simpler, the battery life is better, it sounds almost as good in most situations, and it's a lot quicker to turn on, off and get recording and get some quality audio. It's just fantastic. I mean, these can be had for around about £60 at the moment. So again, rather than upgrading that tripod, rather than buying a £500 drone, which isn't going to up the production quality of your films one bit, this is going to really bring something. Now, my actual favourite little stereo recorder is the Instamic. And I've got one now. This is what I'm recording on right now. For me, it's absolutely the ultimate portable filmmaking accessory, but they are not cheap. If you're just getting into this and you don't have much money to spend on accessories, you're not sure what you need, I would recommend just kind of dipping your toe in the water with these things. You're never going to not need an on-camera microphone. If you decide to buy an Instamic later on, you're still going to need kind of a high quality scratch track, which will get the audio synchronized to the camera footage without any need to do it in post-production. And then when you start adding in external recorders to get different sources, then you can add something like this or this. The Zoom H1 doesn't have any of the fancy features that the Instamic does. I mean, the Instamic is app controlled. I'm controlling it from my mobile phone right now. I can see my monitoring. I can stop and start recording. I can actually turn it off via the app. If I've got it in a place where I can't immediately get to it, I can just switch it off via the app. It's all Bluetooth. It's absolutely amazing. So if you're looking to up your game with filmmaking this year and you want one thing that's going to make the biggest difference, if you're not already using an external microphone, it is so important to get that high quality audio. Give it a go. You won't regret it. Let me know in the comments if you've got any alternative solutions to this, what you've got already, in what situations you've been struggling with audio, and all the rest of it. Just let me know and we'll start a discussion about this because it is so important. So thank you for watching. I know this has been a quick one, but I think it's really important to say this. The audio in your films is just as important as the image. If there's one takeaway, just remember that. So thank you for watching. So if you like this video, give it a like. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you next time. See you guys.